Alright, welcome back guys. Today I'm going to show you how I build or rig out my PYXIS 6K. Lovely camera, great stuff, shoots amazing images, sweet stuff coming out from this camera. I haven't really used the camera. I think I've used it on maybe I've done two things with the camera, but I haven't really used it. But so far what I've shot with this camera has been amazing. The reason why I haven't really used the camera is because I was waiting to have everything put together. I was trying to get a low budget as possible in terms of the rig, not going for the expensive high-end stuff. And that's the reason why I'm doing this video, to show you how I choose to rig this camera. I'm a guy that usually don't like to rig out a camera. I probably have a top handle if I care, but definitely sometimes I'll have the monitor out there. Recently I've started to have like a side grip, which is just right here, the side grip. But most times I like to just hold the camera and have a battery on it. But I think this is the first camera I'm really rigging out, apart from my A7 IV, which I'm really currently shooting on, that is now rigged out. So in the past I wouldn't just rig out a camera. I just like to use it as I've got it out of the box, with sometimes a top handle and the monitor. I think I've already said that. But most of the parts here were provided by SmallRig. SmallRig, they make great parts. Some of the parts I outsourced them myself, which meaning I bought it with my own money. Things like the battery and the wireless transmitter, which SmallRig doesn't make. This is from Shimbo. And I think that's it for the disclaimer. So now that that's out of the way, let's get into it. Alright, so first off is the base plate. So this is a SmallRig base plate. I'll leave links to everything I'm using in the description. So I'll put on the base plate. So I'll turn the camera upside down. And before I go into putting on stuff, usually I'll use my toolkit. So this is the toolkit from SmallRig. But SmallRig were kind enough to send me the one they have collaborated with Film Riot. I've been watching Film Riot for a very long time. It used to be my favorite YouTube channel in the days when I was learning After Effects and started out filmmaking. So that's it. That's the one from SmallRig. That's the toolkit. And the reason why I like this over the old one, first of all, you can see this is all silver, but this is black and silver. It has the SmallRig and X Film Riot logo up there. So that's it, SmallRig X Film Riot. Now the difference is that with this one, I could just push out a tool that I need to use and maybe the Allen key and just go into using it. But with the new one from SmallRig Film Riot, before you can push out, look, I'm pressing, literally pressing, it would not come out. All you have to do is press. So they have two things here, two buttons, so to say. Press it, press and hold, and then you can pull out any tool you want, maybe the flathead, and then you can put back the rest and then let it come out. You can go into working, and when you're done, it wouldn't move. You have to like press and it now goes in. So that's the nice thing about this toolkit, which I encourage you guys to check out. It has some writings on the body compared to the other one. They were not writings. You wouldn't know which one you're going for. If you look closely, you would see, but usually you want, if you know the screw you're trying to operate and it has its writing on it, you can just pick out, you can see the writing on top here, and you can just pick out the right one. Let me just show you guys. Hope you guys can see. Yeah, I'm in the right place. So lovely from SmallRig. So you guys go check this out. So what am I using? So this is a flathead. So I'll press and push out the flathead and put the rest back and put that in, like in the middle. So this base plate, I've always had it from, well, this is not a base plate, but this is whatever it's called. I'll leave a link in the description. I've had this from my previous Blackmagic pocket cameras build. which I didn't really use because I was fascinated about rigs, but then again I didn't use it until I got this camera. I didn't like using them on my other cameras, so screw this. This is always difficult for me, I don't know. Put in my 50mm rod. It's really tight. That's one. That one's not as tight as the first one. Make sure they are aligned. I think I need to bring this back a bit. And then, yeah, lock that in. The next thing is I'd like to put on is so this is the L mount. I have the L mount version of the PYXIS 6K. First thing is the L mount to EF, because I have an own EF lenses. So I haven't, apart from one I have from 𝐬𝐸, all my other lenses are EF lenses. So definitely I had to get a Sigma EF to L mount adapter. This is the MC11, if I'm not mistaken. So that's the first thing I'll put after the bottom support system, rail support system. Alright, so that's locked in. Next is my lens. So this is a Canon 50mm f1.4. So this is just for showing you guys, but I hardly use this lens on this camera. I never use this lens on this camera, but this is just for showing you guys my rig build. So that's a 50mm f1.4, and it fits nicely on the Sigma MC11. So that's it. Now the next thing is the top plate. So the reason, at first when this was gotten, the reason I got this was supposed to go on the side. But if I show you guys, let me turn the. It's supposed to go on the side, but it wasn't flushing well as I liked it. So I instead just changed this to be at the top. So this would be my top plate. Line that in. Okay, so where's my toolkit? Put that in and screw in the top plate. I'll leave all parts and their numbers so you can easily search them on Amazon or wherever you buy from. I'll also leave links, so you can just click on the links. I'll put in the description and you can then get them for your PYXIS build. So that's the top plate. The next thing, for the way I did mine, if you look down here, you see there is a, I don't know what this is called, but I had to put that in and then put this female hot shoe thing. So this was for my monitor. So usually people like to have the monitor on the handle, on the top handle. For me, I usually would like to have the monitor by itself, so you don't have a camera build from here going up there with the monitor. I usually like just have to have it flush or lower. So I have this socket in there. Usually I put it on the side. It could be at the front and you slide it in, but mine, I have it on the side and I'll slide the monitor in. The next thing, let's put on the nature rail. So I have the 70mm nature rail from SmallRig. I could put it here and then I have the top handle sticking out, but I'll be blocking the monitor. So I'll put it at the back so you guys see how the build is coming, and the monitor, the top handle will be like this. So I'll be holding it this way. I'll show you guys. So first of all, let me screw in the nature rail. Wrong screwdriver. So now the nature rail is screwed in tight. I'll turn it around and I'll attach my top handle. Most people like it this way. For this rig build, I have it this way. slide it in, make sure it's in the center, and lock it. All right, so it's locked. And the next thing I'll do is the side plate. This is where things start getting interesting. So this was my problem. Do I get Blackmagic's side plate that costs about 50 something dollars? I think $59 or $70, I don't remember. But the thing is, I want to be able to mount the side plate that I can mount the rosette handle and the SSD, because most times I'll use an SSD. So I'll take off my rosette handle. So this is a rosette handle from SmallRig. Very, very nicely and solidly made. That's a rosette handle from SmallRig. This doesn't have the record trigger button. This is just a normal rosette. And I had to outsource this from Mid49. This is the Mid49 side plate for the PYXIS 6K. Initially, I wanted to use this from SmallRig but it didn't just work, because I wanted to be able to use my SSD and my rosette handle for the camera. So this didn't work. So I ended up going for the Mid49 side plate for the PYXIS 6K. So that's it. I'll leave a link. And then I can mount it just down there. And there's something interesting that I did. So I have a quarter to quarter. I have to take this out for you guys to see. I have a quarter to quarter screw thing. So both ends are male quarter to quarter screw things. That's for the side camera. So I have it right here on the Mid49 side plate for the PYXIS 6K. Usually, this is originally made to house the audio connector adapter for that Mid49 also have, but I'm using this to mount my SSD drive. I'll show you guys. So before I put that on, I'll screw down the side plate, have it secured. And then I'll put on my quarter to quarter mil to quarter mil adapter. So that's in. Yeah, that's in. And then I have this cheap phone clamp. Well, this is actually for teleprompter pad I had. I'll remove the previous 3/8 to quarter adapter that was in. So the reason why I have the 3/8 to quarter mil to mil adapter is because I initially had this here on this mounting point, and I figured out it'd be easier to have it up here so it's away from the rosette handle. I'll show you guys why. So I'll just unscrew that, place that here. And this is just a normal phone handle or phone holder, which I use to secure my SSD. So that's mounted nicely and secure, you can see. That's the Mid49 for the SSD. And next would be the rosette side handle, right hand handle from SmallRig. So I'll screw that in. And that's it. So that's the side handle, space for the SSD, cheap, easy way. So in case I'm holding it, I'm not disrupting the SSD. The SSD is up here, nothing disrupt. And if I want, I can mount something else up here. I'll show you guys. So that's it. Nice. So that's done for the side plate. What else? Next would be the battery or the V-mount plate. So I'll put the V-mount plate on the left side. So this is a SmallRig V-mount plate adapter with 2 D-tap ports, one on this side, one on the other side. It has a 12 volt DC out and 8 volt DC out, and also a power switch and indicator light when it's on. And then I'll just mount it at the back of the 6K. And if I wanted, I could mount things here by using this spare thing. I could just have it here and mount something else, but because I'm not doing that, I'll just put it at the back of the rails and push it in as close as I can. So I'll push it as close as I can to the 6K's battery. Yeah, so that's securely put in. So that's it. Let me show you guys. That's the back. So what do we do next? I still have access to my CF Express card. If I wanted to, if I had it, my SD, I could put the card there. But because this is mainly, I ordered the memory card, but it hasn't come yet, so I'm using my SSD. So I'll put in the SSD, easy, push it down, and that's it. Yeah. So next thing, let's put on the monitor. So I have the Blackmagic Video Assist monitor. This is the 5-inch 12G SDI HDR monitor. Put this away. I have here the SmallRig adapter for monitors. I can rotate it left to right, or I can tilt it up or down. So I have it here. Slide it in from the side and lock it, and then install the Video Assist from Blackmagic. Alright, make sure it's tight but not tight. Slide this back on and lock it. So this way I can tilt my monitor down, keep it up, push it down, and it's not so high. I don't like it too high. So if I had my way, it's just be the monitor on top of the camera without the handle. But sometimes you want to be like, go lower, get a lower angle. Sometimes just want to hold it on the side. So the handle is just there. I hate too many things on a camera. But for this rig build, I'm just showing you guys. What next? The next thing we'll do is install my Shimbo video transmitter. So previously I had it up here, but since I figured out this side plate for the SSD, I would have to have this installed here. I can now have that up there. So easily screw this in. Sorry, this wouldn't fit. 1 second. All right, so I have this another quarter to quarter, male to male screw. These things you can get them for really cheap. Maybe a pack could cost you like $5, and you can have lots of these bits and bobs. So I'll screw that up on here. The good thing is my phone clamp has ports for this thing, so I'll screw that on. Please don't break. Yeah, trying to have it flush. So is it too much? I don't know. So that's it. Wireless transmitter, I'm wirelessly transmitting if I want. I think I like it this way, right? The next thing would be power. So this is the Viltrox. This is the Viltrox 150 watts per hour battery with 2 D taps, USB-C and USB-A port. To find this, I was looking for 150 watt-hour batteries that will last long, because the PYXIS does take a lot of battery. And the rest are with like 200, 300 USD. This was like 100, and it's white, so it's obvious. Gonna stand out obviously on the camera. So that's it. Already this thing feels heavy. Wow. So that's my weird setup. The next would be power from the camera to the SmallRig V-mount battery plate. All right, so this is the LEMO, 2-pin LEMO. Plug that in. And to keep everything organized, I'll roll the cable in between SmallRig's V-mount battery plate and the camera. Okay, that's not steady. And then on the side. So, trying to keep things tidy. It's plugged in there. So on it. Is off, everything is off. The next thing is powering the monitor. So to power the monitor using the V-mount plate, I have this P-tapped or D-tapped to DC from Portkeys. This is the one from Portkeys. Plug that in to the video assist. Make sure it's secure. And then keep it tidy, wrap it round. Let me disconnect this for now. Okay, so that's plugged into the V-mount battery plate from SmallRig. So both the camera and the monitor are connected but not powered on yet. Make sure this is secure. Screw it in to secure. All right. I need to work on my cable management, but for now, this is just to show you guys. All right, so that's down. Plug back my, oopsie. Need to find a way to keep that secure. So plug that into wireless transmitter and back into the V-mount battery. All right, so next thing is the SDI cable. So this is a short SDI cable I got on Amazon. This was one of the other things I found. It took time to find because I wanted one that was the L mount. You can see the one that goes into the camera is L, has the L shape. The one that goes into the video assist is also L shaped. So this is the full BNC to micro SDI or micro BNC cable. Now there's a process to connect these things. People are scared of frying their port. And if I believe the email from Blackmagic, because I reached out to Blackmagic, I met with the Blackmagic sales rep, and I asked him, what's the proper way to connect the SDI? So there's a proper way to connect the SDI, and this is directly from Blackmagic. This is the regional sales manager. I reached out to him, asking what's the proper way to connect this thing so I don't have any issues, since I want to power this setup using one power source. Usually I would put an independent battery for my monitors, but this is just going to make the setup heavier and heavier. And this is Blackmagic saying, when attaching the BNC to SDI accessory, first of all, plug a power source and power on the SDI accessory. Example, that's i.e. video assist. So I've plugged in my power source from the monitor to the V-mount battery plate. I'm going to power on the battery plate by pressing and holding that for a while. And I have the blue light. So now the battery plate is active, is on. And then you can see the blue light. And then I'll power on my SDI accessory. So that's on, the camera is still off. Then plug the power source and power on the SDI accessory. So SDI accessory is on. Connect the power source to the camera. State of the camera doesn't matter. So it doesn't matter if the camera is on or off. This allows everything to be grounded. So camera, I'll leave my camera off just to be safe. I just feel safe that way. Then connect the BNC to SDI output to the accessory. Plug that in and lock it so it's locked. That's connected. I might need a new cable. So that's everything connected. And lastly, power on the camera, right? Let me disconnect this. So now I can power on the camera. All right. And the PYXIS is powered on. So that's it. Everything is, you can see the PYXIS is powered on, everything is connected, everything is working well. And if I want, I could, last thing, connect the SSD cable to the camera. So SSD via USB-C. Route it in the, this is tricky. All right, for now, just for demonstration purposes, anyways, this doesn't feel safe, but I'm just showing you guys. I can tidy up the cables, but that's my rig build with the wireless transmitter. If I want to go handheld, I can go handheld with my video assist. That's the side. There's nothing on this side. If I want to be able to use it with both hands, I can hold it this way and adjust my focus. And if I want, I could get an extra accessory that can come on the side and have like two, but this is already very weighty. So most times I'll have a base plate under here on a tripod, and this is how I'll run things. So yeah, so that's my camera build. Wireless transmitter is there, can power it on. Check the battery. Battery is still full, and that's it. I could do without the top handle, but I think it's safer to be able to hold or carry the camera this way. And so that's it. I'll leave all links into this build, to everything I'm using this build in the description. I'm still working on simplifying this and keep the cables neat and tidy. I'll probably just tie up the cable. And so that's it, guys, for my Blackmagic 6K SmallRig build. If you have any questions, don't forget to leave in the comment section. Don't forget also to like and subscribe as a filmmaker. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.